Welcome to Corey's Conscious Living.
Hi friends, it's Corey here. I just wanted to remind you that if you are one of my biggest fans of Heidi, Cherry and Vaya stories, don't forget to talk to your parents or your guardians to see if they'll let you join the cat club. Go to the link down below that says Patron and you'll find all the information that you need to know. By joining the cat club, you automatically get 3 exclusive Heidi, Cherry and Vaya stories every month that no one else gets. Only cat club members get them. So they're not here on YouTube or Insight Timer or my podcast channel. If you can join, I'll see you there every month on the 7th of the month for your 3 exclusive stories. Namaste, my little friends. Enjoy your meditation story. Are you ready to meditate with Corey? Make sure you're laying down. You're being very, very still, very quiet, so that you can listen to the story and relax your body. Let go of your day. Heidi, Cherry and Vaya were having a sleepover at Lo and Eve's house. They were laid on Lo's bed with Mr. Whiskers, their cat, talking about starting a new year at school. Lo was very worried and nervous and anxious about starting school. Cherry said, Lo, there's no need to worry. You know what I've discovered over the years? I've discovered, even though I haven't had that many years, I've discovered that worrying is really pointless. It's pointless, isn't it, Heidi? Heidi said, yes, it is. Vaya said, it's pointless. Cherry said, see, we all agree. What do you think, Mr. Whiskers? Do you think worrying is pointless? Mr. Whiskers said, sometimes. Oh, said Cherry. Explain. Well, said Mr. Whiskers, sometimes you can't help but worry. Right, I see, said Cherry. That's kind of what Lo's doing, isn't it? She can't help it. She can't help but worry. But you know what? That's a load of rubbish. Mr. Whiskers twitched his whiskers and looked at Cherry as if to say, oh, all right then. Cherry said, let me explain. It's a load of rubbish because worrying is a choice. Right, Heidi? Heidi said, yes, Cherry. Right, Vaya? Vaya said, me's just going to listen to this part. Cherry said, right, well, let me explain. Worrying is just like a choice that you have in any situation. So, for example, you could be really, really excited about going to school, about starting a new school year, about getting a new school teacher. It could all be so excited. But instead, you're deciding to say, oh, I'm so worried, I'm so worried, I'm so worried. So, you're choosing worried instead of choosing excited. Or let me say it this way. Somebody could say to you, Lo, I don't like your hair. And you could say, oh, that's so mean and awful. Right? Because you could choose to be upset. Or you could say, I don't really mind what you think. I like my hair. See, you could choose to not be upset. So it's a choice. Being upset's a choice. Worrying is a choice. Being happy is a choice. Doing anything that you do is a choice. And you have the power to choose whether you're going to worry and be anxious or whether you're going to change that worry into excitement. And did you know this? Did you know this? Did you know this, Heidi, that I'm going to tell you right now? Did you know? Heidi said, well, how am I supposed to know if I don't know what you're going to say? Cherry said, yeah, right, that's a good point. Did you know this? That, oh no, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, and it was so good. It was really good. It was one of them really good brain jumps. What is it? Like a brain lump, a brainy cup. It was one of them where you get like a gift, a brain gift. Like when you get, or like one of those downloads and you go, oh, da-da, I just had a great idea. It was one of them and it was so good and now I forgot it. What was it? Oh, gosh darn it. In the meantime, all the cats were just sat staring at Cherry, waiting. Lo and her little sister Eve were sat waiting. We were all waiting for the inspiration that Cherry was going to deliver this great brain nugget, or whatever it was that she was calling it. She finally said, "That's it! Did you know that when you feel scared in your body, actually in your body, like in your heart, how your heart races and it gets really, really fast, and like how your throat closes up sometimes and you can't swallow because you're so excited, and maybe your mouth might go dry, or maybe you might want to pee your pants, because that happens to me sometimes when I get excited. I want to pee my pants. Or maybe even you like stand there and you're shaking and your paws are shaking. Sometimes you get so excited that you're actually perspiring. You're perspiring." Heidi said, "You mean you perspire?" Cherry said, "Yeah, that. You're perspiring. And then all these different things can happen to you when you're excited. But did you know this? Did you know that excitement feels exactly the same as anxiety?" Huh? Did you know that? That's my brain nugget. Anxiety is the same. It makes your heart race and makes you feel like you've got butterflies sometimes, can make you have sweaty palms and you can be perspiring. And then also you can like, your throat can go dry and you can't swallow, or your throat can get tight. It's exactly the same, guys, exactly the same. So what does that tell you, Lo? What does that tell you? Lo stopped and listened and thought about it, and then said, "I'm not quite sure, Cherry." Cherry said, "Oh, I thought I were being pretty obvious. It feels exactly the same in your body. And when it feels exactly the same, that just means it's the mindset that you're in that makes it anxiety or excitement." Do you get me? Do you get me? Do you get what I'm getting at? Do you get it? Do you get it? It's like your choice. Again, your choice. You choose whether to jump on the board of being anxious or whether to jump on the board of being excited. Simple as that. Do I need to say any more? I don't think I do. Loa said, "I think I understand, but sometimes it's not that easy, Cherry. Sometimes you just worry and you start worrying and then you can't stop worrying." Heidi said, "Good point." Mr. Whiskers said, "That was exactly my point." Cherry said, "Still not the point. Still not listening. I'm still not buying it, guys. I'm not buying it because, like I said, even if you started in the worry, you can stop yourself from the worry. Just like that." She clicked her little paws. Just like that. That's it. Stop worrying. End of story. Like that. It's a decision. It's a choice. It's a mental thing, guys. And I know you're just as awesome as me. I know you're just as strong as me. Lo, you are just as confident as me. You're as awesome as me. You're funny as me. You're as brilliant as me and smart as me. I'm so smart, you know. You're as smart as me. All of those things you have too. And you do too, Eve. You do too. And you know what? If that's the case, then there's no excuse. There's no excuse to worry. So stop it. Like that. Simple as that. Stop. Like that. Just like that. Stop. See? I stopped. Just like that. That's all you do. You just stop. Everybody decided to change the subject because Cherry was set on what she thought was exactly the way it needed to be, and her opinion was really the only opinion in the room. So everybody just left it at that and started talking about unicorns instead, because who doesn't like unicorns? Loa said that she has this wonderful dream. And when she dreams about meeting a unicorn called Bobby. Bobby the unicorn is wonderful. He's purple with a black tail and a black mane that's shiny and glittery. She dreams about Bobby a lot. Cherry said, "You know, I have some amazing dreams about unicorns. I wonder if my dream can get mixed up with your dream, or your dream can get mixed up with my dream. I wonder if we have the magical power to make all of us dream the same dream at the same time. How cool would that be? How cool would that be? That would be so cool. I have an idea. Everybody lay down. Everybody lay down right now. Lay down. Everybody lay down." Everybody laid down. Cherry said, "What if we all close our eyes and we all see Bobby the unicorn? And Bobby the unicorn is purple. Do you see him? Do you see him?" She was checking in with everyone to see if they could see Bobby in their mind's eye. Eve said, "Yeah." Vaya said, Me sees him." Heidi said, "Yes." Lo said, "Yes." Mr. Whiskers said, "Yes." So she carried on. "Well, then, if we all can see him, let's decide right now before we actually fall to sleep. What are we going to do with Bobby? What should we do? Should we go and fly over a rainbow? Or should we go on a magical journey down a foresty stream? Or should we go underground and go and visit some elves and pixies that live underground under a giant oak tree maybe? Or should we go, what should we do, guys? Come on, give me some ideas. I know you're all as imaginative as me." Everybody started to throw out different ideas of what they could do with Bobby the unicorn and what kind of adventure and what kind of journey they could have and try and dream all the same dream at the same time. They decided that Bobby the unicorn was going to take them to the fair, because everybody likes the fair. When they got to the fair, they were all going to ride on the Ferris wheel. Then they were all going to buy candy floss. Then they were all going to go on the Dodger cars, the bumper cars where everybody bumps together. Then they were going to see the bearded man that had a very, very long beard. And then they would all join up in the dream together and take turns riding on Bobby's back. That was going to be the dream. They all planned it. They all closed their eyes at the same time. And they all fell to sleep at the same time. Every one of them had a very different dream. Didn't quite work out. Cherry was dreaming that she was flying on Bobby, and Bobby the unicorn turned into Bobby the dragon. And then all of a sudden she was fighting princes in the middle of the forest with a dragon breathing fire. Her dream just went all over the place. Heidi had a dream that Bobby the unicorn was doing mathematics with her at school. Typical for Heidi. Lo and Eve dreamed partly the dream. They ended up at the fair, but when they got to the fair, they ended up doing completely different things. Things that they wanted to do secretly themselves. Vaya ended up dreaming that Bobby the unicorn was actually a girl unicorn, not a boy unicorn, and she was very nice, and she had a relationship with a princess called Vaya, and they were bestest friends, and every night Vaya the princess would ride on Bobby the girl unicorn's back. So they all ended up having completely different random dreams, but that didn't matter. They still all had a dream about Bobby. Whether it was a girl or a boy, it didn't matter. And what they did with Bobby really didn't matter, because they had some really good dreams, and they slept and slept and slept. And the bestest thing of all was that Lo stopped worrying about going to school. She decided she was going to change her anxiousness into excitement. She finally got it and understood exactly what Cherry was trying to say. The end.